And we're back. Hey, what you are looking at here is the most dreaded, hated card I've ever had, the 3070 Ti LHR. Oh, I hate this card. Why? It burns hot. It burns hot. It crashes sometimes if you don't get it just dialed in exactly. So the big thing now is the memory temps. The things are running 102 up to 106 now. Come on. I even put a fan on it, an external fan in it. I got it down to 198. But I go, let me try to replace the thermal paste and stuff again. And another YouTuber said, hey man, just try taking off the shroud there around the fans and take off that back plate. I said, I'll give it a shot if it helps. I'll try anything once. Sometimes it's better not to touch things if things are working okay. But this is a perfect example, not to mess with stuff. But I'm just gonna go through here. I sped up the video, ripped this thing apart, and I did it before. You mainly only have to change the thermal paste, unless the thermal pads, you gotta be careful when you pull the backplate off the heatsink. You know, don't destroy the thermal pads because you may be able to reuse them unless they're dried out and crumbling. I wouldn't worry about it. Just check the thickness, 1 millimeter, 2 millimeter, 3 millimeter. If it looks good, you're good to go. That's my take. Hey, we got a plane flying over. All right, I bet he needs thermal pads. Yeah, there he goes. Hear him? I like airplanes, but they're sometimes the most annoying things we've ever created noise-wise. Yeah, so here I'm just gonna rip this thing apart, and you get really damn good at doing this. Once you do it once, man, you can strip these down in a minute. And, just put the screws in groups so you know how to reuse which screws, and pop that thing back together. So here I'm just gonna take this back plate off, this shroud off, and hook it back up and check and see if the temps adjust. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna try. So I hate this card, guys. I really do. I really do. I would trade this for two 1660 Supers if I could. But now this has become my nemesis, my guinea pig GPU, how to learn and how not to be successful at even maintaining this thing or trying to make it cooler. Sometimes a bad design is a bad design, right? Changed overclocks, changed fan speeds, changed thermal pads, changed thermal paste, remove the shrouds, no luck. The thing still burns hot. Yeah. Anyway, here I go. You can just watch this video. It's highly exciting. Just in a summary, you don't have to watch all the way through. I do install it, no joy, same temps. I said, oh, whatever, take it apart. Again, put everything back, check the thermal pads. I even put new thermal pads on the back, on the front plate. The back plate actually has thermal pads. Where my finger is there are thermal pads. So that back plate must act as some kind of heat sink as well. So otherwise they wouldn't have a thermal pad there, or it's just to protect the chips. Who knows? I don't know. I ain't no engineer. I am, but I'm not that kind of hardware engineer. Okay. I'm just playing around here going, I don't know what I'm doing. I learn as I go, and I try not to break things as I go. That's my secret, but I'll figure it out eventually. Yeah, there I go. So I eventually did put it back together after trying to experiment of no shroud and no backplate. It did not do anything. Even with an external fan blowing it, it still had the same memory temps. I don't know if the sensor's bad or the thing just runs hot. So that's it for that. And I put it back in with the new thermal pads, new thermal paste. I gobbed it on, baby. I just love splatting that prep on. And still had high temps. About 102, 100, had external fan on it. I'm just happy with it being below 100, 102 and under versus 106. I'm just going to keep it running like that. And I know ambient temperature has a lot to do with it, and it's hard down here where I'm at to deal with that temperature. So here we go. We'll just let the video run, and you can see me playing around. And at the end, I show you the mess I made with the thermal paste, and I had to clean it all up before I reinstalled it. I kind of went crazy. So yeah, sometimes you go crazy, but that's how you learn. Make mistakes or make a mess, and you get your old isopropyl alcohol out, and you clean it up, and you start over again. So that is where we are at. I got my dog going crazy, so I'm thinking I'm going to end my voiceover on this, and you can just sit back and enjoy it. What's up, dog? What's up? He's upset too at this 3070 Ti. It's making him sad. Yeah. All right, there I am putting it all back together. All right, I'm going to let the music rip, and you guys can have fun watching.